If you wanted some further evidence that Catra zapping Entrapta was a spur-of-the-moment thing she kind of regretted, this episode opens up with her having a nightmare about that.
What did you do to me?
Then there's Adora with the portal.
Why did you do it?
And look at the visuals here. We got the portal in the background just trying to suck her in as she desperately tries to claw away from it. And I can't help but wonder if this is some kind of visual metaphor for the guilt she feels trying to, well, make her feel guilty. Now that time has moved along, Catra's really had the time to really consider her previous action, so that some degree of regret has formed, but she kind of rejects it here.
Stay away from me!
Because she's still dead focused on her goal of making Adora suffer and winning this conflict to beat down everyone that's ever wronged her.
Was this your doing, Entrapta?
Fucking Catra.
Entrapta! Entrapta!
It's brief here, but Hordak's got this little blush like he's been caught in bed with an illicit magazine, and I just found that too funny not to point out here. Also, here's DT. Remember how last time I talked about having their tone be different when mimicking a character?
Not to speak ill of the dearly departed, but how many battles have your bots lost us?
Yeah, they have this tiny thing to their voice if you listen closely. They just don't do it all the time. And it's like, why not?
You'd be wise to watch your tone.
Aren't you tired of losing? Clock's ticking. Big Brother Prime could show up at any moment.
And I want to point out how quickly DT goes from this confident persona to slowly falling back nervous from Hordak.
Presence.
Pretty cool trick, huh?
It ends when Catra intervenes to introduce DT in a way I find smart, instead of just rolling in and Catra saying, hey, here's this person named DT who can disguise themselves. She has them go in to just demonstrate how well they can perform their art. But also, they just looked so relieved that Catra got Hordak to stop.
Apologies for being rude. I was getting into character. As always, I'm open to constructive criticism.
It seems legitimately frightened by Hordak, like they try to act in control and fully confident at times, but it seems as if it's just that, an act they're putting on, and are easier to intimidate than you'd think. Anyway, they're talking about a town the Horde just lost, with Hordak wanting to just take it back, while Catra has other ideas.
See, you're thinking about this wrong. Elberon doesn't matter. It's what it can do for us.
The reason why I made that reckless counter thing is because Catra had this great impulsive streak to her, where she doesn't put much thought into certain actions, just looking for a sort of instant gratification. But that has gradually changed over time to her getting in touch with her clever side. She hops onto his table so casually and with confidence, and before she tries anything, she attempts to direct Hordak's line of thinking away from conquest to see if he's open to ideas.
And what do you propose?
And he is, and Catra's ready to use her new merc.
Totally surrounded, and then...
My new surge device worked perfectly!
Yeah, you know, back in Season 2 where they capped that bot for Bo to experiment on and create some sort of counter to the robots? I guess without Entrapta, it took like 2 seasons to get anywhere with that.
Amazing! Those bots didn't stand a chance against the Best Friend Squad!
They keep showing Glimmer being bored because of the new responsibilities as queens, and the show does go somewhere important with this, just keep watching.
Wish I could have been there. At least you'll be back soon, right?
They won't because the citizens of Elberon are throwing them a feast.
Just some really boring wrap-up stuff.
A dinner! That sounds fun!
And the way Bo and Adora keep trying to play it all down,
It's really not a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, I bet they do this for everyone.
because they know how left out Glimmer is starting to feel. Because, you know, the three of them have spent so much time together in the past, and suddenly things are changing, and hey, we've all seen Princess Prom, we know how Glimmer feels about people drifted away.
Well, if you need us, we can totally skip out on this dinner thing.
But at the same time, Glimmer doesn't want to try and hold them in place.
No way. Go enjoy your victory!
Not make them feel like they have to include her in everything, which I feel like is a far better indicator of growth from Princess Prom.
It'll be super boring.
Oh yeah, this party's legit.
What is it? What's going on?
Nothing. Super boring.
Gotta go, wish you were here!
They're gonna be here for a while.
It's a big party for us.
As individuals, Is that normal? Does this happen often?
Also, we have the mayor here.
Our heroes! Oh, we couldn't possibly thank you enough for liberating our town.
She has this grateful yet deeply concerned feel to herself and seems to be really paranoid whilst explaining how the event went from a simple dinner to a town-wide party.
Rowdy, so here we are, calling attention to ourselves, basically sitting target. What was that?
And it really makes sense when you realize this is Elberon, the same place Glimmer saved back in Act 1, and Glimmer claimed that she was stationed there because Elberon was too remote to be attacked. So it makes me wonder if the mayor shared this mindset and having it broken really shook her.
Okay, terrifying booming sounds were probably a bad idea.
I mean, I know I'd be nervous if my peaceful town suddenly a hotspot for battles.
Shira! You saved us!
Then we've got this person who comes in to express gratitude for, you know,
We've heard stories of your victories.
which feels like a warm-up for,
That's nothing compared to when She-Ra took on the monsters of the Northern Reach!
yeah, Flutterina. Her whole shtick is that she's just an Adora simp.
Or when she single-handedly won the Battle of Bright Moon!
You know, one of the hallmarks of having a hero complex is undercutting your own achievements.
Oh, I wouldn't say single-handedly. I guess I played kind of an important part.
Yeah, she has done a lot of important things. And at the same time, she has still bashed herself over the head for not doing enough.
You are the coolest!
Day, I'm gonna leave Elberon and join the rebellion.
Yeah, she's alright. I don't find her annoying, and it's actually kind of adorable to see her acting as this fangirl.
Oh, I'm shaking hands with She-Ra!
Yeah, this whole scene is just these two disregarding the whole, we're just gonna be there for a minute, Glim.
All of this is for us, people like us!
Because it's so extravagant, especially for Adora.
And then me cake! There's a me cake!
It's a festival dedicated to them, and the townsfolk are really going all out, so of course they're gonna indulge in it no matter what. And Adora, especially, is able to hop into her She-Ra form and really enjoy herself without looking uncomfortable and having nothing to hit. And it is great to see this bundle of angst learn to loosen up a bit.
They've got stories about me. Not some long ago She-Ra of the past, me. And what I did.
Before, Adora's mindset was all about living up to the legend of She-Ra, but here it looks like she's actually taking pride in things she's done, instead of what she usually does, which is be negative and focus on what she could have done better.
This is awesome! Should rescue Elberon more often.
Oh, Bo.
It's the Horde! We must.
You just had to jinx it, didn't you?
Our scouts have reported another bot. It's bigger than anything we've seen.
And Adora, of course, rises to the panic cries of the mayor and the mayor alone.
As I always say, cautious today, here tomorrow.
Also decides to just head out there with Swiftwind. Her reasoning is because it's just one bot, and Adora leaping it alone to face a newly designed machine she knew nothing about has never backfired before.
Piece of cake, huh?
Oh, and look, the thing can multiply. And Adora assumed it wasn't an issue too soon. I wonder if that's ever happened before as well. Yeah, they beat it, of course they did, but it felt as if she took nothing away from her engagement in Season 2.
Did that feel a little too easy to you?
Nah, like they said in Elberon, we're awesome.
Yeah, this was a trick to lure them away, wasn't it?
Hey everyone, just wait till you hear about...
Yep, they gave it away.
You're back! What happened here?
What do you think happened, Adora? Who's the one group you're fighting that just launched a shoddy attack like minutes ago?
That bot in the woods. A diversion, and I fell for it. This is my fault.
I know I'm small, and I'm not a rebellion fighter, but I want to help. So, can I come?
Adora, this is literally a child with no powers of combat experience. Why would you bring her on a mission to save Bo and the rest of the town?
Look at us, you and me in the field side by side,
Scorpia,
taking a bunch of random prisoners from a party.
you're just playing the waiting game to see what's gonna happen between these two.
That doesn't say friendship. I don't know what does.
The chance to be friends has long since passed, and poor Scorpia just hasn't gotten the memo.
Do you think she'll try some secret attack?
Oh, I'm counting on it.
Ah, more kitty cat clever planning. I'll elaborate more on what I mean in a second.
Some plot against the Princess Alliance? I could help if I knew what you were up to.
Really, Scorpia should be the one person Catra trusts. I mean, they've been through a lot, and the former has shown she will do as asked, the best she can.
It's for a new strategy, okay? That's all you need to know.
Because she's brushing off the old semblances of companionship to devote everything onto this concept of winning, of beating the Princess Alliance and Adora that she believes has caused her so much grief.
Feeling a little left out is all, you know, ever since, that whole portal.
Scorpia, you need to learn to take hints now.
Get over it then!
The remainder of this episode is Adora and the rest getting inside by using Flutterina as bait.
You've caught me! How will I ever get away?
Does responsibility mean nothing to you, Adora? While Bo uses his surge device to break everyone out, and Catra springing a trap.
The map said the pit would be here.
Yeah, Catra put 2 guards outside with a pad that held a fake map for Adora to follow. And then she wrecked the 2 bots before her that multiplied because apparently she forgot that was a thing they do.
Oh yeah, they regenerate.
We forgot the bots regenerate!
What's most clever about Catra's trap here is that she could have just sent the bots to attack Elberon, as Adora and Bo had no way of knowing how to deal with this, but instead she lured Adora to a horde base to set up an engagement on her terms, not on fairly even ground.
Hey, Adora. Took you long enough to show up.
And if you need more proof to know that Adora has lost all care for Catra, here it is.
I thought I'd have to kidnap another town to get your attention.
Catra starts off mostly just trying to insult and taunt her.
Oh, that's right. You were having a party. Must have thought you were pretty special.
And while it's quite subtle,
Can we skip the speech? I'm done playing your games, Catra.
Adora's new attitude towards Catra just seemed to get on her nerves.
Too many people got hurt when you set off that portal. I hope it was worth it.
With her firing back the best she can because she wants Adora to care.
You were the one who left the villagers unprotected.
Catra wants Adora to respond in kind because, hey, we're arch rivals now, right?
You're good enough at hurting your friends without my help.
That's what we're supposed to do, right?
But you're still terrible at spotting traps.
I especially think this is true because when Bo arrived, she gets this smile on her face.
Oh, looks like your friends came to watch.
Their relationship to one another is completely hostile because at this point, Catra's become a villain.
Why don't we put on a show for them?
This whole encounter is completely devoid of that familiar bond before. Catra even looked like she was serious about killing Adora here until Flutterina got Bo, and he distracted the bots long enough for Adora to get free, and the blonde also tried to kill Catra right then and there. Just so we're all clear on the whole shift in hostilities here.
It was her quick thinking that saved us.
Yes, good. Now give her a pat on the head and send her back home.
I know you think I'm just a kid,
Because you literally are one.
but I'm ready to join the rebellion. I want to fight the Horde and keep my people safe.
Guys, she is just a kid here with no powers or combat training, and they legit decide to take her with them?
The rebellion could use someone brave and clever like you.
Sure, there's a narrative reason why they do that, and we'll get to that after this Scorpia and Catra scene. The latter looks to be sulking, with Scorpia, friendly as ever, trying to comfort her.
Look, don't worry about all that Adora stuff. I'm here, and there's nothing the 2 of us can't fix.
She just doesn't get it, huh?
Because that's what friends are for. Oh, and if Entraptor were here, maybe we could— Stop it!
That the Catra she saw in the Crimson Waste and this one now are different people.
Stop badgering me! Stop hovering around me! Just back off!
It's really sad to watch because they were well on their way to becoming actual friends.
I don't need to explain myself to you. We're not friends!
And poor Scorpia just looks so dumbfounded and confused by this.
Oh, and Scorpia?
And the way they have her shift to this hopeful expression, then just dash it instantly.
Keep Emily out of my sight, or I'll sell her for scrap. Understand?
This is when I knew this season was going to be a lot of the writers just trying to get us to hate Catra. And you just gotta know, there's no way things between these two aren't going to end poorly. The writers tried so hard to prepare us for that moment.
You okay?
I put everyone in danger because I thought I could handle everything by myself.
Oh, Adora.
I was so excited that everyone was treating me like a hero, I forgot to act like one.
As ever, the root of Adora's hero complex problem isn't truly being addressed.
Hey, Elberon's safe and we got a new recruit for the rebellion.
Yes, thank you, Bo. Now to get on to the narrative reason why Flutterina is with them.
Did it work?
Like a charm. The plan is underway.
It's because the little Adora simp is actually double trouble.
Those idiots won't know what hit them.
I enjoyed how they were able to keep that a secret here. Before we met Flutterina, we have this woman praising them, so when F enters the chat, it simply looks like a continuation of that. Then when the citizens are kidnapped, she mentions
Bo tried to fight. He's the only reason some people were able to escape.
how more than just her escaped capture, so it's not odd that she managed to slip notice inside the place. And of course, she gets Bo to save Adora when she was on the ropes. Flutterina just seemed like some random character placed here to simp after Adora because it was kind of fun to watch. Until this reveal, and now it's going to be nothing but, oh snap, what's DT up to now? Because no one is aware of the shapeshifter. They are in a good position here to cause some havoc. Yet it still doesn't make much sense as to why they're bringing a child with no power or combat training into the rebellion. Did neither of them even think to find and ask the girl's parents if this was okay? Are they just assuming she's an orphan? Like, could DT not have picked a teenager? Why a child? The former would have made a bit more sense. So that was episode 3 for season 12 Overanalyzing She-Ra. If you like this video and want to see more, hit that thumbs up and subscribe button, then bell to get notifications about the next episode. I'll try to update this series every Thursday, so please share with other fans, and also check out my channel for my video essays, music analysis, and complex character series. You might find them enjoyable as well.